Morning, morning, everybody. Michelle is here on this 11/9/2023 on a Thursday in the place to be, baby. I put out a podcast earlier and it hasn't uploaded yet, but I wanted to go into a little bit more information about certain things that are happening. I'm sorry that I'm distracted right now. Stand by. Yes. So I just had I'm doing everything I can to talk to these virtual realities or these AI when you're making payments, and that's what's going to happen when they all of them put in place these AI generated software or applications. It's going to be impossible to get out of anything. And because they have our checking accounts, our credit card accounts, they're going to be able to just go into our accounts and make payments if we refuse to do so. Okay, I can see it coming. And a lot of people are going to deny that. But these cell phone companies, these rental agencies, all of these places that we so-called get service from are going to have the power to go into our credit card accounts, go into our checking accounts, and take money out, especially if you've used those accounts in the past to pay these bills. I see it and I sense it and receive that's what's going to happen. And in other words, you're not going to get out of it because they do not allow you to talk to a human being to necessarily give your situation. I see it coming. And it's sad. And I don't know what to do about it because I don't know the ins and outs of these AI, these AI technology. And I'm not supposed to know. That's the whole idea. None of us are supposed to know what's going on with that because it's all about knowing how we think. They want to bypass the humaneness of all of us, and they want to go directly into our brain. Okay, directly into our brain. Whether they want to implant something there, put some chip somewhere, so that they can automatically control everything we do, know what we're doing, know when we're about to do something, and follow our patterns or behavior. Because a lot of us are in a trance and on autopilot, and so we are not paying attention to what's going on. We just automatically give away information. So I'm concerned about that because, like I said, I went online to attempt to make a payment. Well, actually, I made a payment yesterday on a particular service, and they told me it was paid in full. I owe nothing. Okay, but then I get an email this morning saying that I'm past due. And so if I don't pay this, what are they going to do? They're going to disconnect a particular type of service, whether it's your electric, whether it's your phone bill, whether they're going to come and repossess your vehicle, they're going to cancel your insurance, whether it's and I dealt with that too earlier this week. Insurance. That is how they're going to be able to control all of us. And if anyone is not waking up and snapping out of it, so we need fresh ideas. How can we opt out of AI? We won't be able to. Okay, can someone, and it's going to affect everybody. Okay, it's going to affect those that have this fake money, this fake wealth, just as much as it's going to affect people that are homeless or myself, a hardworking, law-abiding citizen. It's going to affect all of us because we allowed this stuff to go run amok, and everybody's all so happy about it because all they see is it from their eyes, from what they hear and what they feel. In other words, they see how they can benefit from it, how they can make money off of AI. That's all most people. The most people that are so happy about all of this are the ones that are going to believe that they're going to make so much money, and they're going to realize that they're going to get fucked just like everybody else. Okay, there's nothing. Like I said, AI is neutral. Yes, it starts out fantastic in the beginning because it's a convenience. It offers a convenience. But then just like everything else, we get complacent, we get too comfortable, we get too cocky and arrogant, and a lot of people all they see is the financial gain. They don't understand the pain that it's going to cause them. The ones that are looking at it from a financial standpoint, they're going to be just as much affected. They're going to be more affected, possibly, because they're going to give everything to AI. They're going to give everything to technology. And then they're going to think that they're going to be able to sit back and be on autopilot and allow things to be happening and thinking money is just going to go into their accounts and they can go sit on the beach and la 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 la. That's delusional. There's, like I said, AI is neutral, but just because we are so extreme that we have gotten very badly out of the control of good human nature, it is going to turn on us, because that's how we create technology, to turn on its people, to harm its citizens, to control the citizens. But again, you control you. Okay, so you can do everything in your power to opt out of this stuff by not being so materialistic. That's my point. I'm doing everything in my power to get out of this every month. These kind of except for rent or mortgage, or I'm doing everything in my power to get out of these toys that a lot of us have. The toys. So that I don't have to keep paying a monthly. If I can't pay it off right away, then I don't need it. Okay, I'm working on doing that. Because all of us at some point you're not going to be able to get out of it. Okay, even if you don't necessarily live, say for example, you lose your cell phone. Okay, you can't even access your own account. If you even walk into a bank, test it out. Go into a bank and attempt to take money out of your own account and watch what happens. And so they're going to want to send something to your cell phone. So what if you lost your cell phone? You understand? So so the driver's license no longer matters, because there was so much fraud with that. So many people can have caused so much fraud with that by giving out fraudulent IDs to people, fraudulent driver's license, fraudulent credit cards. So all of us are going to be feeling that effects. And some of you think, some of you that deal with that, which is fraud, by the way, criminal fraud, it's going to hurt you more. Because what are you going to do? How are you going to get your necessities? You're not going to be able to. Okay? Because a lot of people are going to realize the value of the dollar. Okay? And realize, okay, we've been misled and manipulated about the value of the dollar, whether it's from the European Union, United States, China, wherever. So we're all going to be affected. So, again, a lot of us like I said, the damage has been done. But if we're going to choose to be relying on stuff that we've done in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, well, we're doomed. We're doomed. Okay? And it's going to be a matter of rescuing. That's what it's going to be about. It's going to be about rescuing people. Okay? It's not going to be about uplifting people. It's not going to be about saving people. It's going to be about rescuing people. Okay? So, again, do everything in your power to lessen the load of your materialism. Okay? Because it means nothing at the end of the day. If Mother Nature decides to come on through, sweep through and flood it out, sweep through and burn it down, okay? It means it's meaningless. Okay? Is about the evolution of the consciousness. And that's what I am going to help so many people to recognize. I'm not going to be able to reach everybody, and I don't plan on it, and I don't have the delusion to believe that I can. That's delusional. And it's a belief anyway to think that you can save everybody. That's a belief. And I'm going to come back and talk about beliefs later today. I'm also going to come back and talk about some other things that I had brought up when I had done my podcast this morning. It's frustrating, especially if you work really hard for your money. But at the end of the day, what do you really own? When you think about it, what do you own? Well, you own your consciousness. That's the saving grace for me. I have my consciousness to be concerned about, and my consciousness to save. And so I'll get through everything else. And I usually do. I do persevere. I'm resilient, and I get through things. But I just know that it's going to affect elderly people. All this technology with AI and not considering it. Like I said, it starts out fantastic in the beginning, but it's not necessarily AI. AI is not the issue. AI is neutral. It's who has the hidden hands behind it. Okay, it's always about massive control. They want to control your every move. And this usually from cowards that are miserable with their lives, their failures, and they don't see their failures as an opportunity. They see their failures as for revenge and retaliation. That's what they see their failures are as, which is illogical. Failures or success, or whether you're failing or succeeding, those are opportunities. There's no reason to be despondent about that. If you failed, look at another, bring in some more fresh ideas. Be enthusiastic about it. Be joyful. Why seek revenge and retaliation? That's a cowardly stance. And then some will take their lives without understanding that we all are going through something. This is affecting all of us, and more so our children and descendants. Some of the children and descendants are some of these so-called leaders or influencers or celebrities. They are going to want to change their names and not have anything to do with you. And you know who you are. You think that you're successful. You think you're all that, and then you walk around the house, like you are the king of the jungle, and your kids secretly hate you. And you don't even pick that up because you're so narcissistic. You're so personal. Everything's about you. I'm worth $4 billion. You think that you're doing them a favor because you're worth $4 billion. So that means you're going to take away their opportunity to work for themselves and build themselves up, because you don't want them shaming your name. So you're going to force them to accept your reality. And they're going to grow up to hate you. And some of them may grow up to kill you. That's just how damaging and how degeneracy has seeped into our consciousness and our actions and our behaviors. Okay, so I'm going to bring some things. I'm going to be a little hard on some things, but I know, like I said, I'm so happy, and I'm going to come back and talk about that too. That I know some people are picking this up. They're working in a silent revolution. Okay, nobody has to know, but they're making an impact, and I know they're listening to me, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate that silent support, because I sense and receive it, baby. Trust me on that. And so I'm gonna do everything in my power to help those that are sensing and receiving me. We're gonna get through this, okay? But we just have to be realistic that we can't save everybody. It's gonna be a point of rescuing. Okay, it's about rescuing, not saving. Okay, so let me go ahead and finish up right now, and trust me, I'll be back.